Hey, what's up? It's Tony from Street Church, and welcome to the Inside Job Podcast. Hey, the title of this week's episode is 2 Days. 2 days. Mark Twain once said, "I am an old man, and I have known a great many troubles, but most of them have never happened." And I don't know about you, but I can relate to that quote. I tend to lean towards anxiety, especially when trouble or problems have sort of arisen in my life. Those issues and troubles and problems tend to give rise within my mind that there's going to be more trouble in the future. And you know, I've been in the direction of worrying and being, anxious about things that have not happened yet, and may not happen, and probably will never happen. And I think that's what Twain was driving at. And I think it would go a long way to alleviate some of that anxiety over problems, over issues in our lives that will probably never happen, if we remember that even if you are 55 or 45 or 35 and have another 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years left of living, in reality, you and I only have 2 days in our lives. And I think you know where I'm getting at, right? You can see the train a-coming. We have 2 days in our lives. We have this day and we have that day. Nobody has yesterday. Nobody has tomorrow in their laps yet. You got today, and you got that day that you are going to stand before the Lord. That's it. This day and that day. And when that day's coming, it's coming with a box for all of us. James says it this way. He says, and I love the way he actually writes it. He says, "Come on, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a city and spend a year there, engage in business and make a profit." He's like, come on. Stop it. You have it all planned out. You have it all figured out. You know what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, how much you're going to make. Stop it. And then he says this. He says, "Yeah, you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow." Like, you don't even know if you're going to get up and breathe tomorrow. And then he says, "You are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes." You know that saying, here today and gone tomorrow? Well, what this verse is saying is here today, gone by brunch. You know that mist after a rainy day in the morning that appears on your front lawn? What's it there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours at most, then it's gone. Yeah, we're not here today and gone tomorrow. We're here today and gone by brunch. And I think if we own that, if we swallow that, if we hold our nose and swallow that hard truth, then it'll go a long way to lessen and to alleviate some of the things, just like Twain said, that'll probably never happen. Then he says this. I'm going to close here with this, and right afterwards he says, "Instead you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that." So in other words, hey, if the Lord wills, I will get up tomorrow morning and I will be allowed to breathe and live. And that should be enough, right? So listen, I'm not saying that this is a magic wand to alleviate anxiety or fears of things that have not occurred in our lives. We all worry about things. But the truth is, it will inevitably lessen the blow within our mind if we remember that in reality, we got 2 days. We got this day and we got that day. And remember, when that day is coming, it's coming with a box. So let's not waste our energy and our time worrying about things that may and probably will never happen yet. Hey, listen, time is the most valuable thing that we have. Okay, until somebody figures out a way to print it or grow it or manufacture it, it'll always be the most precious thing that we have. And we're never going to make the most of our lives until we make the most of our time. Amen? Amen. One for the road. Let's just repeat that Mark Twain quote again. I'm an old man, and I have known a great many troubles in my life, but most of them have never happened. And remember, count each day a new life. Hey, see you next time.